Yeah, so get those made. Get this cable made. I'll probably make an accumulator or two. I really gotta be careful with my resources though. And then we'll start making the fuel, get the rocket launched back to Earth, and then bring back more resources. Having only one rocket increases the difficulty significantly. It's possibly one of the most difficult parts of playing with this sponsor. If not the most, yeah. So, right, these drones are going to start to do stuff. Okay. Yeah, the sooner I get the power accumulator up, the sooner I can get that powered. I'll probably connect that up here, coming up in a minute. Rather than have that over to there, I might scrap that at some stage. Okay, so they're starting to get certain stuff built.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
I probably don't need them to make the pipes yet, but I can't be bothered turning them off to stop them from building those at the moment. I've just found another anomaly, a research one. I'm not doing those yet until I get the key research techs appear in robotics and social, which is where they are. Could be within about the first 5 techs for those. Hopefully I get lucky and they're nearer to the front. If I don't, it could be a pretty big problem, to be honest. It's going to slow things down. Okay. So yeah, short term, get this power line up, get more concrete, then I'll get the fuel refinery and that built, and the accumulators to store the power so I don't have any issues with the cold over here. Keep it powered, and yeah, once we start getting the fuel up, we'll get the rocket launched back to Earth. Right, where are my drones, rovers to? Right, so let's move that over to there. Was there any metals in that? No, so I can't get the transport to go and grab them. So it takes a little while to get things going. Right. I think let's turn off some of these. I probably need 1 or 2. And that'll do. Right.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, so I've just successfully scanned the sector, and yeah, we can see the rare metals up here. So yeah, I'm planning on, like I believe I previously mentioned, making the domes, probably one up there, right in the corner, and maybe another one around there-ish. Currently there's metal by the looks of it blocking it. There's more cement over there. Okay, so that's a bit near to the fuel refinery, to be honest. Yeah, definitely is. Maybe I would want it a bit closer over to here than short term, rather than yeah, have it that near. I am definitely tempted to move that then. Okay, so glad I didn't start working on it first. Let's cancel that then and make the fuel refinery, if I can find it. This is a prefab as well, I can't make these yet, so gotta be very careful with this first one, it's absolutely crucial. Right. Right, let's turn that off then for the time being. Right. So, right, 2 anomalies. Let's get the Explorer rover to go and grab that one, certainly. So this one, I think, is an event anomaly. These anomalies trigger events which can be associated with mysteries or not. So that's going to be very nice no matter what it is. Should be, hopefully. So there's more metals up here as well, so it's time to get my transport back into action. So let's get this and create a transport route. This infrastructure is slowly getting built, but it takes a little while, especially since I've only have 4 drones. Let's unload the resources there. This is in a frozen area, so I don't really want to make the drone hub until I've got a secure source of power, which I don't have yet. It's just taking a bit longer than I would like, to be honest. But I gotta be careful with this. Frozen areas are a issue, to say the least.
Dust storm approaching.
Okay, so there's a dust storm approaching. This is a disaster type. This isn't very good at all. This is going to happen a number of times and pretty frequently, actually. So what the dust storm does, basically creates a ton of dust. And certain building types don't work, like Moxie's, which is the Martian Oxygen something or other. It's an acronym. And there's a TED talk on it, actually, where the guy mentions it. It's pretty good. Moisture evaporators also don't work, so there's basically no oxygen and no water potentially during it. Also covers everything in dust, which is bad. It means they you have to maintain stuff more if it gets dusty. Sometimes you can have electrostatic dust storms, which this isn't one, which can shut down buildings for a time or drain the batteries of drones and rovers. One positive is that wind turbines basically gain output more energy since they're in a dust storm, benefiting from wind power, but they might have to be maintained a bit more afterwards. But yeah, dust storm at this moment probably won't be too much of an issue, although it will mean I have less energy because it's going to affect the solar power especially. May even be in my worthwhile to turn off my solar power for a while. I found some locations for putting these power accumulators, though. There's a tiny bit of room and it's next to the power cable, so that's going to work out pretty well. Other than that, still waiting on scans and anomalies.
The probe's drill had hit 100 meters before it detected a spike in temperature. The data tells us it was ignited magnesium compounds.
Okay, so I've got an anomaly, that's great. So we've got a tech boost to robotics technologies. To be honest, I could have had money, I believe, at this stage from those, so that's what I definitely would have preferred. But 10% boost to all of our robotics technologies will come in handy definitely later on. Right, this power line is almost built up to here. Right, yeah, I want to get these power accumulators up. That's a complication. I'm wondering if I should, yeah, get this drone hub up pretty soon or wait until after the dust storm. Not sure. This, how much power does it need? I think it needs about 5 power. Probably need 3 of those to get it up and running, minimum. But of course they don't work at night, so I'd have to rely on the power thing there. Yeah. Right, this power cable's all done now, so let's start on one of those, I think. And I'll get my explorer back as well.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Okay, so another scan has just been done on a sector. I decided to move my universal depot up to here, so it's nearer to this area. I can get resources quicker for the drones. This area, there's a ton of water, more metals, more concrete, so it's a pretty nice area that I'll definitely want to exploit at some stage. But yeah, gonna use that water first. Maybe I could have yeah, got water from over here, but it'd be a long, I think it's longer to get it up to there. So, but the cold does add complications. So next sector to scan, I'm going to start, no more anomalies there, Sally. I'm going to start scanning these areas that where I put my sensor towers, especially because they're going to get done a heck of a lot quicker. So that's a 377. Let's do that. And where? 330. Okay, so get those done. Get my anomaly rover getting down to them a lot sooner. Right, that's getting made. Okay, we're nearly at the point now where I can start to. Right, so power accumulator comes in, so this is going to start storing power. The storm starts pretty soon though. let's get that made and that made. So yeah, this is almost done. Once I've got a reliable power amount, I'm gonna get that and that online. And then we'll get the fuel, get the rocket back to Earth, bring more goods and start working on a dome. That's gonna be the early plan. So basically get these milestones done. Okay, I'm gonna get some more solar panels up, and also my transport vehicle's low on battery, so I've got to recharge that. There's some more metals down there in that place I just found, so gonna get it to go and grab those. Grab them all. So is it charged yet? It's nearly.
Sector scanned.
Okay, no resources in that place there, sadly. Okay, right. So only 30 at the moment. I think. Well, oh, there's stored power 130 already. These store up to 200 each. I've got to be really careful with my polymers amount because they cost maintenance. I think I will get 2 up though. I'm gonna get nearer to 200 before. Yeah. Actually, let's get that drone hub. The drone. Actually, no. Let's not do that. What do I need first? I'm gonna complete that. Then I'll get the drone hub. What this does is give the drone hub a couple of extra drones to start, and also increases the maximum number of drones. So yeah, I definitely want that first before getting the drone hub up. Look, I didn't forget that. So I'll wait until I get that and then do that. I still haven't got an anomaly to reveal more research though at the moment, which is a problem. I need to find the extra research text that will speed things up a heck of a lot. Yeah, it's very beneficial if you have those to start as your first tech choice, but I haven't in this case. It could be like 5th in the list, which would be terrible. Hopefully there's enough anomalies over in this side of the map where I
Vehicle battery low.
Right, what is that? That is the rover. Let's place it there. Okay. Right, is that up to 200? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I'm going to start on this one as well. What I would like to do is turn off. Well, I haven't even made anything that this is connecting to yet, but I probably will make a power line over to that from here. In fact, that's a good idea. So let's do that now. Let's get that over to there. Yeah, so the stored power can power that at night then as well, which would be good. And during the storm, what I hope to do is maybe turn these off so they don't get dusty. I'll just rely on the stored power, but it depends how much stored power I have.
Sector scanned.
Okay, just found more metals. Excellent. I'll have to get the rover down there. So where was that? There it is. No anomaly though. Right, this dust storm's close to hitting. Okay, dust storm is now happening. So yeah, I may want to turn these off. How much power have I got? I got 200. That can be on, which it's now working because it's connected to that, so that's 5 power for that. Should I get that? Oh, I'm still waiting for the text, so no, I'm not going to get that up yet. Let's turn these off during the dust storm. At this stage in the game, I gotta be so careful with resources. Well, city builder games are really games of resource management, so yeah, let's keep those off. Let's rely on the stored power.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, so sector scanned, brilliant, and an anomaly found. Oh, and it's special eye symbol ones. So let's get the explorer down here, and doesn't look like I charged it, which I forgot to do. Let's charge it first then, I guess, and then I'll send it on its way. Take him not too long. but it's using charge from there, which isn't great at the moment. Okay, let's get this down then to grab that. Let's wait out this dust storm, which isn't going to be long now, 25 hours.
No active research. Research complete.
Okay, so research completes, which is fantastic. And yeah, that now means I can make the drone hub. Right, so I gotta select another research. Now sadly, the research tech I was hoping for hasn't turned up here. Every time you research one of these techs, another tech appears in the row that in the field you researched. So I think I'm going to go for that next. I'm definitely going to need that crowdfunding at some point, and hopefully one of the research techs in these two, well, in that field will turn up next. I could really do with the right anomalies popping up though, but yeah, we'll see what we get from that one coming up in a minute. Oh, and now I can also get this building up. Should I get it up? Have I got enough charge? Gotta be really careful because this isn't a cold area. I should have enough charge, so yeah, I'm gonna start making that. That will give me extra drones and things will get done quicker. Okay, so my transport brought some metals back and wasn't doing much. Let's get it back out. Let's get these metals which are down in this part of the map and bring it back up to where it's useful up here. This drone hub is now online. It shows you how much load there is, how much work there is to do. There's a lot at the moment. We've got 6 free drones. That's going to hugely help, and they're going to do all these little jobs all over the place. And you can see this is the service area. They can't really do anything outside of that area unless you handle them manually, which I don't intend to do too often.
The analysis tells us that we found iridium-rich sulfides. That's a real rarity on Earth.
Okay, so we've got a tech boost to physics, an extra 10%, but I would have wanted money, frankly, off that. Good, I guess, nonetheless. So, at the moment, yeah, this place, I think I got about 1,000 extra when I, in the first game I played with on this map, with down here, post-hotfix. So, yeah, hopefully I find a bit better anomalies and get a bit luckier research, or it could be a bit of an issue, but we'll see how things go. Not worried yet. Right. Nearly got most of this key infrastructure up here to start getting the oil refinery up. Charge is getting a bit low though. Okay, we've only got 9 hours left on this though. Okay, this isn't good. Building's not working too. It looks like I've just run out of charge, which means that's gonna freeze if I don't do something about it. I'm going to have to turn back on these temporarily. I thought I had more charge. So you can see how, yeah, you have to be careful. Now these are going to get a bit of dust damage though, and they're not going to produce as much power. And they're also not going to work at night. So I got to really hope that this doesn't freeze over in the tiny period of night we've got left here. But yeah, you do have to be a bit careful. Right, okay, back on. Dust storm's still going. Yeah, it's got enough power, and that freezing amount should start to reduce. So, really crucial that I didn't freeze that, or it would have been a big problem.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Select a sector to scan.
I would have had to have remade it, basically, which would have been nearly impossible at this stage. Right, exploration is done. There is a way you can actually heat up the map, but that's a tech that I don't have yet. Yeah, I think it's around here somewhere, I can't quite remember. So we've just scanned a new area of the map, and there's a new anomaly. Excellent. Is my explorer down here still? Yes, it is. Let's go and get that. This one is... These anomalies enable specific techs to be researched no matter their place in the tech tree. Tech anomaly. So that one... Yeah, this one might reveal the research techs that I want to find. There's a decent chance of it. Hopefully. It's definitely possible. So there was a ton of metals there as well then, but my transport's getting those currently. Right, this dust storm is very nearly over. You can see these are probably getting more deterioration at the moment. Right, that's powering up. Let's... Oh, that's not good. Let's take that off. I need the power for that first. Okay, I can wait. Okay, that's still working. Yeah, so I built enough solar even when they're getting less from the dust storm, 2 instead of 5, producing 3 less than knocked them out, to keep those both powered. But yeah, I kind of need to fill the charge on those to get all this working really coming up. I've pretty much built all of the infrastructure here now, so I'm going to be, yeah, starting on both of these now pretty much. I might need to make some more solar panels though. Okay, so let's start on the water extractor. I need machine parts and I need concrete. I've got 8 machine parts left from the 10 I brought. This one already has the parts, it's a prefab, so I'll make that first and then I'll start on this, I think. Okay, so that's down there getting that anomaly. That's starting to gather metals by the looks of it. Excellent. Dust storm is finished, so we should now be starting to get more charge in these.
Anomaly analyzed.
New anomaly.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so we've got 2 new techs showing up. Explorer AI and magnetic filtering. And here we are. This is one of the techs that I wanted because it gives extra research. This is specifically for explorers. In fact, multiple vehicles results in collaboration losses, it also mentioned, so I could get multiple if I could afford it to get extra research. Definitely need more research at the moment. So let's take that off for the time being and I'll put that one in, and then I'll put that one back on because there's another research tech here which hopefully I'll be able to reveal fire and anomaly use coming up. But what I could do as well, which I haven't mentioned, I could outsource. So what this is getting extra research from your sponsors, but it costs money. And the problem is with my lack of funding with this sponsor, I don't think it's a good idea to do so. So I'm just going to have to do it the hard way. Sadly, because this is third in the list, it costs extra research. Normally it would be 1,500, but we got a 10% reduction. So it's going to take a little while because of that. I am definitely tempted to outsource though in this situation, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I need that cash a lot coming up. There's a point where we've got to be up to a certain level of self-sufficiency or I'm going to be in trouble. I want to get, well, a couple of domes up and the ability to make polymers and machine parts. I need this, yeah, to save back enough money for that, and I need to start exporting these rare metals or I'm going to be in trouble basically if I've mismanaged my resources up until that point. So I'm being very careful at the moment, and it's kind of what you need to do on this difficulty. But yeah, things getting done nonetheless. We're 11 souls in, about to get the fuel up and running. Okay, oh, didn't the Explorer just finish then? Yes, it did. Okay, so let's, since there's no more anomalies I can get apart from those. Oh, yeah, I should get that actually. That would speed up the research. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, I'll get that back and then charge it up as well at the same time. This should come online momentarily actually. I've almost, yeah, got the concrete. Let's get that up as well then. And okay, so we should be producing fuel any second now. And let's get a new depot, a fuel depot I'll make, and I'll have it near to this, so I'll get the transport to bring the fuel down there coming up. Now normally you need 60 fuel to refuel this, but with our sponsor it's increased, so it's 100, and that's an added complication. That's certainly not good. Right, so this lacks a water source but is now on. I could produce up to 3, but it's producing 0 at the moment because nothing requires water yet, but that will. How much of a charge have I got? Right, should be okay. So we're losing 17 at the moment because it's at night. And power... yeah, power demand is 17.8. Okay, so... stored power... 230, I should be okay. Oh, that's actually done now. So, should be making power. Should I get some more solar? How much have I got? Oh, I forgot to turn that on, have I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it? So that's 35 power. And that is 8. 4.8. 5, and that's 5 as well. Okay, I should be fine. Oh, that needs maintenance. Machine parts, that needs... that's not good. I really can't afford machine parts at the moment. Got to get this rocket back to Earth to get some more. It's the only way I can get more at the moment. Okay, where's that to? That's not good. That has actually malfunctioned. So I need to get a rover to fix that with drones on, basically. So let's go and charge this, and then I'll make the journey down. I'll be a bit careful. Let's charge him out there.
Vehicle battery low.
Okay. That can charge back there soon in a minute. Right, let's get this down then to fix. Where is it? It's over here. Right, let's get that. Right, so this is making 12 fuel per day. So from that you can basically figure out how long it's going to take to get this back to Earth. Gonna want to make more of those at some stage, but gonna need tech, which is actually there. So I could get that pretty soon, actually. Yeah, there's a certain key text which I've half memorized in the early part of the tech tree.
Research complete.
Written it down as well.
Anomaly analyzed.
That was actually a really good amount of research off, and it wouldn't be that much, it'd be about 1,000. So we're now researching at 200, so I've doubled my research rate. That's been revealed, which is a nicety, next to 15 storage on the transport. I'm going to go for this though, and hopefully the research one will turn up next. Okay, so doubled research. Pretty damn crucial that was. Still need the other one though, which will add an extra 100. And that's it then. There's no more early research anywhere in the tech tree. In fact, all the other research sources I think are based on like building stuff in domes, which yeah, we haven't even got a dome yet. Oh, let's get that back to power on there. And I've got that, but I'm not going to get that yet until a key tech comes up, which this tech currently is kind of key, but the real key is the research, so I'm going to wait on a little bit for that. Right, these should be coming down here to fix that. Did it at 17 metals. Okay. Right, let's get a drone. Appearing this, it might do it automatically. Yep. Okay, and I can actually supply power with that by doing that, so I can even them out. Right, and I'll get them both now back up to here. Okay. For scans, oh, and I've forgotten to reselect the scans, which is a mistake. Oops. Let's do that one, 300 next. That's slowing things down. Not sure how long that was like it. How I'd forgotten about it. So it's 300 one on there. And do that one, okay. Probably not too long. Right, hopefully they're getting charged up. Okay, I think I'm gonna add one more solar panel, just in case. Okay. So, yeah, next stage is really getting a dome up over here. Want to get more resources back. But, I need to send a rocket to Earth to get the resources first. No other way of getting them. So, basically waiting on fuel now.